rolling.
Hi, I've been looking forward to this moment when I have the opportunity to share with you my very special program. This program has been designed just for you, a leader who wants to make an impact not only in his own generation but in the generation to come. Yes, it is called Making a Mentor. Now, the vision I have for this program is to establish a kingdom model leader after the character of Jesus Christ himself. We want you to become mentors of the next generation in order to ensure there is an ongoing process of succession. Now, the goal, of course, is to train leaders within a 5 to 6 month period who will each assume responsibility for mentoring at least 2 young persons age 15 to age 35 within an 18-month period. The purpose? To promote the principle of succession, to ensure ongoing impact of biblical kingdom culture from one generation to another in transforming your home, in transforming your community, and of course ultimately in transforming the nation. Very simple strategy I'll be using. It will be an intensive training program, and I'll be working with you for a 5 to 6 month period, and I will be using an adult learning approach. That will include instructional lectures, interactive discussions, collaborative group tasks, personal assessment exercises, questionnaires, reading and research, and of course, your online consultation with me. Now, this 6 month period will be divided into 2 modules, and each module will have 5 presentations running over a period of 2.5 months. And as we do that, we will be sharing on different topics. In Module 1, we will begin with mentorship, a biblical approach. Actually, here we will be defining mentorship and helping us to understand that there is mentorship in several different contexts. For example, there's fatherhood and sonship, there's teacher and student, pastor and disciple, supervisor and apprentice, coach and protege, statesman and novice. And we will be taking you through each of these and defining for you what it means to be a mentor. In the second presentation, we will be dealing with character development. Now, character development means developing and producing conviction, commitment, and conduct. Those are 3 very critical characteristics of building the character of a mentor. And then in the third session, we will look at how we can assess self. You're going to need to understand yourself. And I'll be leading you and taking you through a process of self-discovery, self-development, and self-management. In the 4th session, this will be very exciting. The leadership spirit and the spirit of leadership. Dr. Myles Munroe has shared this distinction, and he was really wrestling with the notion as to whether leaders are born or leaders are made. We will be checking in on you to see what you think, and then we will be working on you to ensure that you have both the spirit of leadership and that you develop the leadership spirit. And then the final presentation in Module 1 is dealing with vision casting and prospecting for mentors. In other words, you will be looking at your own vision and you will be introducing a growth and development program with the tools necessary in order to attract your mentees. And when you attract your mentees to your vision, then you would have made a remarkable move in your growth as a mentor. And then we move into module 2. Between the two modules, there will be about a 6-week period, and I'll share some more about what we will do during that period. But in module 2, the first presentation is dealing with Jesus, the master mentor. You see, Jesus undoubtedly was the greatest mentor that history has ever seen. And he had a unique approach. And he took his disciples through 5 phases within a 3-year period. And also, he was developing a motivational approach with 6 very significant motivational steps. In the second presentation, we will be linking your vocational purpose, your sense of calling, to your professional discipline, the actual occupation in which you are involved. Because we want to be sure that whatever you think your calling is, as a mentor, you will be able to follow that through in your present occupational choice. In the third presentation, we have 5 contexts or 5 environments which will reflect the different mentoring styles that I mentioned before. And you see these 5 contexts. We're involved in at least 3 or 4 of them. I'm talking about the home. How do you mentor in the home? The church. How do you mentor within the church? What about in the school, in the academic sphere? And then at the workplace, and then in your specific professional field. And of course, within the community. We will be introducing as well the concept and the option of team mentoring. Now, in the 4th presentation, we will be facing the challenge of how to really attract the next generation. You see, mentors often struggle to attract and to influence and to bring into their program those who they really want to help them to carry it out beyond their own lifetime. We will be presenting 5 challenges that mentees often have to get over in order to enter into the program. And as we take you through those, you will be able to measure and think about possible mentees that you have that you would like to join in your program. And the final presentation in module 2 will be the challenge of building your own mentoring program. This is where I will be taking you through all the steps, identifying the tools and the techniques and the skills that are necessary to construct the program that you have and what will be required to bring your mentee or protege into that program. And you will be able to measure what it really takes then to be an effective mentor. Now, I mentioned to you that between these 2 modules, we have about a 6-week break. It will be a break from the instructional teaching, but during that time, we will really be encouraging you to develop your reading log. What is a reading log? A reading log is your effort to journal or to log the readings. You'll be summarizing what you have read. you'll be sharing your own insights, and you'll be sharing even questions that you have based on your readings. And then we will also have another assignment, and that is to develop a personal development autobiographical journal. Now you'll find this very interesting, because while you're on this journey towards becoming a mentor, you will want to be making a note of your experiences. Each day you will enter something that has struck you, something you have learned, some challenge you're facing, some questions that you really have to ask, something that in your experience has really begun to change your life. And during this 6-week period, you will be concentrating on that log. And then the final thing is the exercise that I mentioned before of vision casting, where you will be finalizing your program, the program that you're going to be using, and the program that you will be interesting your mentees in. So, before I end, I would like to let you know that there is a reading list, and that reading list will comprise notes that I will send to you so that you can follow in the program as we lecture from week to week. But I want you to know that we will have available for you books by Dr. Myles Munroe, by John Maxwell, a very exciting book by Alex A. Hammer, The Mystique of Leadership, and then an interesting book too by Don Norris Sr., I Am a Son. Dr. Patricia Morgan, my wife, she has a must-read book, How to Raise Children of Destiny. And my good friend from Africa, Sugira Hubert, he has a book on sonship. He was a true son of Dr. Myles Munroe. And so, at the end of this period of lectures, 5 to 6 months, we will be able to give you a certificate. If in fact you have completed all of these lectures, you have done the assignments, and to our satisfaction, we can say that you're ready to get your mentees and to follow the program. Now we're going to be starting this program towards the end of January, and we want you to apply to be part of that. I'm happy to be talking with you at this time, and just now my team is going to give you some instructions so that you can sign up for the program, and also you can keep in touch with me. May God bless you richly.